To the NBA, the Lakers coming off a thrilling one-point win Friday night against the Bucks. They welcome the Timberwolves to Los Angeles in the beautiful Sunday Whites at home. It was a close game until the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that's the story of the game. That man right there, Anthony Davis, what a stat line. We'll give it to you in a minute. They hit the gas to start the fourth. LeBron James on the drive. Lakers up 8, then James will dish to Davis. How about 27, 25, 5 assists, 7 steals, 3 blocks. That's outrageous. Lakers putting it to bed. Corner 3, Austin Reeves bottoms, and the Lakers by 11 over Minnesota. Lakers hold serve on their home floor, 9 consecutive games shooting at least 50% from the field. Significant in the sense that it's the longest streak for this storied franchise since 84-85. And that season ended with an NBA Finals win against who else? The Boston Celtics. If you're handing out accolades in this game, you could stop right at Anthony Davis. A stat line done just once before he joins Charles Barkley. What's up, Chuck? And 87, the only player with 20 points, 20 boards, 5 assists, and 7 steals in a single game since steals became official in 73. As for the Timberwolves, they fall to 2-4 in March. They've lost a couple in a row now, a game and a half behind the conference-leading Thunder. They've lost more games this month than they did all of February. No Gobert. We know Karl Anthony Towns is out for a while as well, so that context is important. Tim Legler, it's been fun on these Sundays to have you here. Maybe more for me than for you. You've been busy traveling, but this Laker team, they invite a certain level of attention that's probably uniquely theirs because of that dude right there and that dude right there, AD and LeBron. This night tonight frames sort of maybe how you view their ceiling. Is that a fair way to frame it?
Yeah, I think so. They reminded you tonight why you're never going to stop paying attention to them. Aside from the fact that people want to watch LeBron James play basketball, Scott. I'm talking about a relevant reason in the Western Conference, and they showed you tonight because of the force that both of these guys bring to the table, and they still do have a unique style offensively as a team that they don't rely on something that can be very fickle, which is the three-point shot. They only took 24 of those tonight, which is a half for a lot of teams in this league. But it's the force with which they play, right? LeBron James took over this game and got separation basically by putting his head down late third, fourth quarter and getting to the hole. Now, look, they took advantage of the fact that Rudy Gobert wasn't on the floor. You don't have Karl Anthony Towns. So that size advantage that Minnesota always has defensively, they didn't have that tonight, and LeBron took full advantage of that. Anthony Davis was clearly super energized in this game, and it's not even the scoring. The rebounding, actually, the defensive presence. Guy had 25 boards, and I think his defensive presence and the way that he's lurking back there and the deterrent that he is and the way he allows you to stay home with three-point shooters when he's on the court and he's this attentive to it, they show you. They remind you. They're still unique in the way that they play at times relative to the rest of the West. That can be a problem in a playoff series when the game slows down.
Here's the key word. I did that Bryant Gumbel thing. Shout out to the legend. I wrote down something. Tonight. And we pride ourselves, right?
Sure.
On not letting 48 minutes of basketball, one night of basketball, be what we say a team is. So I'll own this. Look, our network, everybody, TNT, anybody's they're gonna try to make the Lakers a thing. Are we trying too hard to make the Lakers a thing, given what perhaps their ceiling is this year?
We're always going to try too hard to do that. But look, I will say this. I think you'll give me credit for this, right? I don't think I live and die by the moment like that.
No, neither of us. This show prides ourselves on that.
But you wrote the word tonight, and I will tell you this. Tonight, they were very impressive. They were very impressive the way that they played and the way that they answered. And Minnesota played a really good game. But they're that shorthanded.
Of course.
But the Lakers,
that's the context.
The way they turned this game into a referendum on still mattering to play in the paint, they had 86 points in the paint or at the line. There are a few teams that can play that way if they have to. And in the playoffs, when you go possession after possession, that's why they're still dangerous. So tonight, I was very impressed by them. I've said it before, though. There's a lot of landmines in that Western Conference to have to leap over. And I don't know right now, 20 games from the playoffs, where I'm going to say they're going to finish or where they're going to be or how the first round's going to go. But I like the way they played tonight when the game mattered, fourth quarter.
And we gave you that stat along with Chuck that, you've only seen it once before, what Davis did. And we've talked about this through the years of doing this. His ability to impact games is almost, my thing with unique, right? Is it singular? I don't know. But it's rare. And a stat line like this, again, that makes you don't have to squint too hard to go, man, if he's doing that, then hell, they're a frightening team.
Yeah, when you look at, a Jokic-dominated league, you look at Giannis and what he's accomplished, right? Yep. And now you're looking at this other big that we forget about sometimes because the regular season is so average for the Lakers the last couple of years. He reminds you, like, hey, don't forget about me now. I can do some special things, and maybe even more sometimes defensively than either one of those guys in the way that he impacts the game. So we just got handed this. I didn't know we were going to do this, but it just
nor did I. Actually, bonus.
It just appeared in front of me, man.
Tablet.
So
Give it to us.
I haven't seen this yet, so let's see. Let's make this thing dance. And
what's going to happen?
It's nothing. There's nothing. It's not working. I got nothing.
Wait.
It's frozen up.
Wait.
I was worried about that because we get these things freezing sometimes.
Wait for it. This is where we hit it.
I know what it's going to be.
No, you don't know what it's going to be. Shout to Chris Long.
What's your budget on this show?
Not enough.
I thought it was going to be, this is crap.
Oh, wait.
For that.
Yeah, I can give you that, too.
There you go. That's more
it's
how
a
I was feeling.
complete crap.
Yeah, that doesn't work, but I can hit.
That's what I was thinking about this right here. It's a shame because I was going to show you what I just talked about with how unique.
Well, here's the video.
Take a look right here. This is a situation here where LeBron turns down a wide open three and realizes, you know what, there's no Rudy Gobert on the floor. Puts his head down and attacks. Look at the ground right there that AD covers. I talked about being able to stay home with shooters because of his ability to play guys one-on-one off the dribble. Gets the block, throw it to LeBron on the open floor, catches it at 28 feet, looks up, says, there's no Rudy Gobert on the floor. I'm putting my head down, getting to the rim, and then one more time, on the catch, no hesitation, turns the corner, and still dominating them in the area of the floor where winning matters the most. And I was out in Phoenix for the Phoenix-Boston game, sitting there courtside, and it's this reminded me of that. Boston was taking a lot of threes like they normally do, but when that game was tight in the fourth quarter, halfway through, they come out of a timeout. It's Tatum to the hole. It's Jaylen Brown to the hole 2 times each in a row. It's another layup for Al Horford. They attacked where the game still matters the most, Scott. We talk a lot about three-point shooting in this league, man, but in the playoffs, you've got to be able to control the game in certain ways physically, and LeBron and AD can still do it.
Clippers with a noon Pacific tip-off because they share the building with the Lakers, and the Lakers play Sunday night. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, they're out, and Ty Lue was asked if the Clippers' scheduling was a bit extreme.
Very extreme. But, that's why we're just so excited to get to the Intuit Dome next year. We get our own place, and we can make our own schedule, and it'll be a little better.
Second game of back-to-back, you share the building with another tenant, and you're going at noon, and your stars don't play. But you still got James Harden. He gets the dunk there. Bones Highland, woo-woo-woo! Harden had 11 points, 5 assists in the first half. Clippers with a 3-point lead at the break. Bucks trailing by 2, not for long. Giannis from Damian Lillard. He'd missed the free throw. Game stays knotted at 77. Off the Harden miss, Giannis, the bullet ahead to Jay Crowder. Giannis had 10 assists in this, and the Bucks lead is 5. Clips down 7. Brandon Boston Jr. on the floor and gives Giannis and Bobby Portis an eyeful. Clippers hanging around, but the Bucks would take control of this one in the fourth. Giannis hits that one. He had 34. Bucks lead by 3, under 4 to go. Damian Lillard with a clean look. Feet set, shoulders square, forget about it. Same story. Bottoms twice. He goes for 35 and 11. Lillard and Giannis both with 30-plus and 10-plus in the assist category, and the Bucks get the victory by 7. Milwaukee's 2 superstars have both recorded at least 20 and 10 in each of the past couple of games, the first pair of NBA teammates to accomplish that feat in NBA history. I'd have lost that bet. And this one, they became the 7th set of teammates with at least 30 and 10. Back to the NBA, where on Sunday night, Anthony Davis finished off an astounding stat line: 27 points, 25 boards, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 7 steals. Lakers dominate the fourth quarter. They're 6 over 500 for the first time at any point in the last 3 seasons. Darvin Ham on the enormous night from his all-star big man.
I mean, it's just him going, communicating, active hands, the 7 steals, I believe it was. Yes, 7 steals, 3 blocks, 15 defensive rebounds, just being a monster all night, man. Him being proactive, did a great job communicating with his teammates, being a back line, defensive captain, and man, it's just incredible. The game comes so easy. is for him. And then, he's in a great rhythm, feeling great, his body, all of that. So these are the type of stats that happen when he's in this type of mode.
Davis has played in over 700 games in his NBA career. This was unlike any other. 25 boards just the second time in his career, 10 on the offensive glass. That matched a career high. Here's the kicker. The first player ever with at least 25 points, 25 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals in a game. Former squad, the Pelicans and the Hawks, both looking to extend 3-game win streaks on Sunday. Early on, Zion Williamson, Veet Krejci. Your boy Veet, Steve.
Get it out.
Do not bring the Kool-Aid to a gin party. Pelicans up, Najee Marshall. Zion climbs the ladder. Pelicans up 8. They're up big. Trey Murphy III. He had 20 in the first half. Early in the fourth, Pelicans still up double digits, a 13-point lead. Push it to 16. Murphy, the third, all 3 of these. He had 28. Zion had 27. Here you can see him getting his steps right for the putback. Pelicans tied with the Timberwolves for the most road wins this season. 21 of the 39 away from home. Rockets and the Kings. Early on, it was the Kings doing their thing. Domantas with a spin in the left hand. The lead's 9. Sabonis, 14 and 10 at the half. 46 straight games with a double-double. Tied for the longest streak in franchise history. And the Kings had the lead. But the Rockets pushed their nose out in front. Malik Monk with the alley-oop cuts the deficit to 5. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green. A little over a minute to go. That's a big 3. Pushes the lead to 8. The game winding down. This is very concerning. Oh, Alperen Şengün lands very awkwardly. Sources told Adrian Wojnarowski he'll undergo an MRI on both the right knee and the ankle. Had to leave the floor. The wheelchair, that's not good news at all. Rockets do get the victory by 8. Remember all those high-scoring NBA games? Yeah, then there's the Knicks and the Sixers. Sixers 2 games behind New York, currently holding the 4 seed. It's 70-63. There's about 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Dante DiVincenzo goes baseline. He gets taken down, and there's pushing and shoving. Kelly Oubre Jr., Isaiah Hartenstein, Paul Reed, Dante all got teed up. I don't think Oubre got a tee. I don't want to suggest he did. Oubre here on the drive, kick, wide open look for Reed. And in a game where points were tough to come by, those 3 were big. Sixers up 10. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, he steps into that, buries the triple, and it's a 4-point game, 2 and change to go. Kyle Lowry comes off the Reed screen and hits. It's the first game in 8 years where both teams scored fewer than 80 points. The Sixers hold off the Knicks 79-73. Pacers score more than that in a half most of the time. They were in Orlando to take on the Magic. Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner. He absorbs the contact. 3-point play. Pacers building the lead. Here, Paolo Banchero has it stolen and it ends up in the hands of Halliburton. He hits the turbo boost and he is on the break and he gets a 3-point play. Pacers up 7. Pascal Siakam will miss. You see Obi Toppin there in the corner? Comes flying in with a putback. Pacers lead by 11. Anytime the bench reacts like that, you know that it's some high-level hang time there. Turner here gets the block of Jonathan Isaac. He had 6 blocks on the night. Pacers allow a season-low 97, and they get the 14-point road dub. Wizards visiting Miami. And the Wizards have had stretches in many games where they play pretty well, and then the lead just evaporates. Here they've got a 10-point lead in Miami, not a ton of time. Terry Rozier on the drive, off glass, good, Heat within 6. 38 seconds to go. Heat down 4 off the Duncan Robinson miss from 3. Bam Adebayo, no. Caleb Martin, yes. 2-point game. The lead is slipping through the hands of the Wizards. It's Robinson here for the lead. No. Butler for the win? No. And the Wizards survive a couple of pretty good looks from the Heat on their home floor and get win number 11.